Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Felfel, help! The soldiers are coming to Sanctuary! Aye! Uh-oh. Well, the soldiers have found Princess Zelda. Now, she said hurry to the Sanctuary, but no matter what you do, no matter how fast you get to the Sanctuary, you're always going to arrive 1 second too late. So yeah, you can just run around and do whatever. All that exploration we did in a lot of those previous episodes, we can do it all right now. And if we get there, the priest will say the same thing. Hey, you just missed it. You know, you just missed what happened, so you arrived a second too late. So there's a few things we're going to do before we head to the Sanctuary. We want to get a few more fortunes. So let's head on here. And, hey, what's up? Let's get our new fortune. A true hero will jump into the well near the smithy's shop. Okay. Well, that'll be later on. But that's not the fortune that we really want. Let's see if we get it now. Even the mighty Master Sword cannot harm the wizard's body. Yeah, you'll see the Master Sword has kind of been overrated. And now we got full hearts thanks to the fortune teller. And we can shoot beams from our sword. The beams do as much damage as your regular sword, the first sword you got from your uncle. Now here's something we can only do now we have the magic powder. If we throw magic powder on this lady, she turns into a fairy. Kuriko Village is going to change. There's going to be, this is the last time we can kind of really do this. Because after we defeat the wizard, spoiler, we're going to fight the wizard and defeat him. The overworld kind of changes. So all the villagers will go into their houses. There'll be no one outside anymore. Soldiers will be walking around the village. And some of the trees that we ran into earlier, they'll change what is in them. So, yeah, some of the trees, you know, that might have had fairies in them will now have bees. Some of the trees that had, whatchamacallit, some of the trees that had, like rubies in them will now have, you know, maybe a bomb in them, so. And let's, head on over here. Now, the Master Sword, like I said, is kind of overrated. Because all it does is destroys that little thing there. So, yep. You don't actually need the Master Sword to defeat the wizard. So, you can actually use another item to defeat the wizard. And actually, the other item is actually a little bit better. So, and there we go. Boink. And we took that guy out. And, you know what I just realized as I'm doing this post-commentary? I forgot to head back to the Sanctuary. Well, basically if you go to the Sanctuary, what happens is the man at the Sanctuary will say, you know, you've arrived too late, I'll see if I can add it to the clip after this. But he says, you have arrived too late. They've taken Zelda to the castle. So, now the castle here is very similar to the Tower of Hera, where it's just basically a short dungeon. It's basically just going up floors and, you know, narrow dungeon. But, the main enemies are just going to be soldiers, and they're going to be around a bunch of pits. So that's the other hazard, similar to the Tower of Hera, where the soldiers can knock you into the pits, but conversely, we can knock them into the pits too. So now the door behind us locked when we came into this area. If you, for some reason you want to leave, say you want to leave and go back to the Sanctuary like I messed up doing, you can just push that block. And it opens the door that locked behind us. And it'll be very similar to the next floor too. The door will lock behind us when we go into the room over to the left. So this room you want to be always moving when you're fighting that one blue soldier, because there's another hidden soldier over there shooting arrows at you at the side. Now that door locked behind us there. But there's gonna be a block up here near the top of the screen that we can push, and that will open that door up. So if you want to backtrack, or you can always just use your magic mirror to take you back to the entrance. So and loop. Blink. Take out these guys. One of the archers dropped a key. And now we can get out of the dark area. So, hello. Got spear throwing red knights. Even with the Master Sword, you cannot inflict physical harm on the wizard. You must find another way to defeat him. Well, remember what Sarasa said when we got the thing. It can reflect the wizard's power. So basically, we're gonna kind of play ping pong with the wizard. He's gonna shoot a spell at us, and we have to hit it with our sword and bounce it back. But like I said, I hinted out earlier, we're gonna use a different item instead. So pick up some of these pots. Take out these enemies here. Da-donk. There we go. And we have a room full of a whole bunch of enemies here. The Blue Knight is the most annoying because he runs right after you. And this guy, even though he's the toughest, he's not very aggressive. Just shoot him from a side with arrows and we'll be good. We'll be able to most likely refill our arrows here. Archers tend to drop arrows. I guess it makes sense. They have probably a whole quiver full of arrows that they're shooting at us, so they would drop arrows. There we go. Woo. That must have been quite marksmanship there. We hit his arrow with our arrow. It's like that one thing that in the Disney Robin Hood, the animated one, where Robin Hood used an arrow to hit his own arrow to deflect it back down to cut the Sheriff of Nottingham's arrow in half and win the archery contest. I know, we've arrived way too late and we just tried to shoot the wizard Agahnim with an arrow, but doesn't matter. We can't cause physical harm to the wizard. And he makes Princess Zelda disappear right in front of our eyes. Where did she go? Well, we'll find out in a little bit, so. But now, it is only a matter of time before evil overwhelms the land. Now look where Agahnim went. He went back behind that curtain. We hit that curtain, it opens a secret room. So, you would like to be totally destroyed. Well, I can make your wish come true. See, if we try to hit him, we get shocked. And, so yeah, the only way to beat him is to reflect back his spells. He has 3 different spells. He has the red fireball. That's the one you have to reflect back. He has that ice one. When you hit it with your sword, it splits into multiple things. That's where the bug catching net is better. And then he has this lightning one. You can tell he's using the lightning when he goes into the middle and he doesn't turn to face you. Sometimes he'll go to the middle, but he'll like turn to face you. If that's the case, he's gonna just shoot a spell, non-lightning, like right here. See, he's turning, so even though he's in the middle, he's gonna shoot a different spell. So we have to hit him 6 times. The bug catching net I like better because see, when you hit the blue orb, the bug catching net will like deflect quite a few of them away from them. When you hit it with your sword, though, your shield is moved off to the side and one of the particles, the shrapnel, can hit you. So we hit him 6 times, and he admits that you know, we fought well, but he's going to draw us into the dark world where he sent all the other maidens. Felfel, it is I, Sarasala. I am communicating to you across the void through telepathy. The place where you now stand was the Golden Land, but evil power turned it into the Dark World. The wizard has broken the wise men's seal and opened a gate to link the worlds at Hyrule Castle. In order to save this half of the world, the Light World, you must win back the golden power. You must also rescue the 7 maidens who Agahnim sent to the Dark World. As members of the bloodline of the 7 wise men, they have power that will surely help you. The maidens are locked in hidden dungeons full of evil creatures and dangerous traps. The Palace of Darkness should be your first goal in this world. Felfel, I can rely only on you. Please make this old man's wishes come true. I beg you. Now, for some reason, we have a map of the Dark World, so I had a little recording issue there, so I had to record the things. That's why my ruby count is a little different. But here we have another piece of heart. And now we're in the Dark World. So, you see this little crack up here? Let's see if we can bomb it. Spoiler, we can't. Then we have another hole over there, but we won't be able to get in that hole until the very end of the game. So, there's a fairy in that tree if we smash into it. And if we pull that statue, we get some rupees. So 4 rupees. Usually it's blue rupees, but sometimes red rupees can drop out. So this way to the Palace of Darkness. For some reason we have, like I said, a map of the Dark World. So, and it also has conveniently where the Palace of Darkness is. It's basically going to be where the Eastern Palace was in the Light World. So we have 5 trees right here. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all have something in them. We dash into the 2nd tree, we get 5 rupees. We dash into the middle tree, we get bees. And we dash into the 4th tree, we get some apples. We head in here, and oh, we got another fairy. She must have the moon pearl too, because her shape didn't change. So, but, woo. Now that we've, the overworld has changed since we defeated the wizards. See, we have new enemies walking around. We have the red spear enemies walking around. And some of the tree contents have changed. So, these trees didn't have anything in them earlier. But now, this tree, the 4th tree, has some bees in it. Doink. And the 2nd tree has a fairy. And another tree over here will also have a fairy. This one right here. Boink, we run into it, and we get another fairy. And there's another thing, too, that we can get here now that the overworld has changed. It's basically like a new map. I mean, it looks the same, but some of the things have changed in it, so. We're going to head here to the entrance to the Eastern Palace. And remember how we pulled on that statue with the pyramid in the Dark World? Well, now if we pull on the statue on the left here of the entrance, we can get some more rupees. And before we head into the Dark World, you want to make sure that you have 110 rupees. It's the only way to enter the Palace of Darkness. So we're going to need a little bit of help. So you might want to actually have a little bit more than 110 rupees, so. But let's avoid these guys here. Bonk. And let's head on out. Let's head back to the Dark World. Get that fairy, because we took a little hits there. Easier to get the fairy than have a refill. Alright. Alright, let's head into, up toward the Palace of Darkness here. Watch these guys, they actually do a lot of damage, so. Guy did 3 damage. I think those, plant enemies also do 3 damage, so. Dash here. Bonk. Get some secrets. Hearts to refill our life. And we can talk with this tree guy here. You're new here, aren't you? Did you come looking for the golden power? Well, you're too late. It'll only obey the first person who touches it. The man who last claimed the power of gold wished for this world. It reflects his heart. Yes, I came here because of greed for the golden power, and look what happened to me. To restore the golden land, a person worthy of the golden power must defeat the one who created this place. Until that time, I am stuck in this shape. What a mysterious thing to leave lying around. The power of gold. The Triforce. So, we're gonna run into quite a few, I guess, explorers from the light world who got stuck in the dark world. Most of the time will tell us a little tale that will, you know, expand on the lore of the game. So, let's, there's a tree we want to dash into over here. Oop. Get out of here, stop it. Yeah, these guys are aggressive. Really hopping after us. There we go, hit that tree. And we get another fairy. Woohoo! Yeah, we'll just follow the arrows. You can see those little dots, I guess, on the canopy. They kind of give you a little idea of where to go. Avoid going into that area there. Head to the right and then into this big section here. It's kind of a little maze. But right here, we're going to run into this monkey, Kiki. And he loves rupees more than anything. This is why we need that 110 rupees. We have to pay him 10 rupees for him to accompany us. Now, you gotta be careful when he's following you, because if something hits you, he will run away, and you'll have to find him again in that maze and give him another 10 rupees. Now we have to give him 100 rupees, and he's gonna jump up on top of the roof. He's gonna press that switch over there on the left, and that is going to open the way to the Palace of Darkness, the first in the Dark World Palaces. And that's what we'll pick up in our next episode. But I'm going to show off a few other things here real quick. So here I just defeated Agahnim again, but hey, what happens if you defeat Agahnim without the Moon Pearl? Well, you get warped to the Dark World as the bunny, and you'll get an extra piece of dialogue from Sarasala. But I sense that your helplessness. I sense your helplessness. Before we can go any further, find the Moon Pearl on Death Mountain. It will protect you from the Dark World's magics, so you can keep your heroic figure. Yeah, and you can't do anything as the bunny. The only thing you can really do is you can pick up this piece of heart over here. But yeah, so. Hey everyone, and another thing I wanted to show off, like I said, unfortunately I forgot to show off what happens when you talk with the priest after we're told to go to the sanctuary that the soldiers were approaching. So I'm just gonna input that here. So, monk. Yeah, let's head on up here. Uh-oh, Zelda's gone. Felfel, you are a second too late. I have failed. The soldiers have abducted her. They have taken her to the castle. You must find her before the wizard works his magic. Please, you are our only hope. And that's our indication to go to the castle. So take care. I'll see you in our next episode. Take care. Appreciate your support. Bye.